Hello everybody, welcome back to HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you 25 hidden settings you should change on your iPad Air 2026 right now. So what we're going to do first is we're going to turn off background app refresh. So we can do it selectively or turn it off completely. This will disable apps that we do not need constantly updating. And of course, it will save our battery and performance. So what we need to do in order to get it done, we need to go to the settings, and here in the settings, we want to go to the general section, and here in the general section, we simply go to background app refresh. Here instead of Wi-Fi and mobile data, we'll select off, and you can also select Wi-Fi for example only, and you can disable some apps that you don't want to update in the background. I recommend turning it off completely because of course it will give you a performance boost and it will save your battery life. Next, what you guys can do is reduce the motion, so it will make your iPad feel faster. We're gonna go over into those settings, then we're gonna go to accessibility, and we're gonna go to motion. Now, if you disable it, then as you guys can see, we got all types of animations and it looks like this. But if we enable it, then it will look much better like this. Of course, you feel faster, you can do that. Now enable this. Of course, you can select some other apps. And now if you don't want it, you simply disable it and it's totally up to you. What you guys can also do is limit location access. So you go over to the privacy and security. And here, what you guys want to do is go over into location services. So in the location services, we select apps to, let's say, either never or while using. It's totally up to us. We can also disable it if we want maximum security. But this time it won't work pretty much because we will lose access to Find My on this iPad. So I do not recommend doing that. Now what you guys can do is go over into the display and brightness. And here what you guys can do is change the auto lock to 2 or 5 minutes. So I got this to 15 because of the recording, but 2 or 5 minutes will definitely save your battery, and this is the most important part. Now what you guys want to do is go over into the settings right here, go to sounds, and now go over disable keyboard clicks, and now scroll a bit down. And here you guys can also reduce the loud sounds. So this is also very important. Now, as you guys can see, we got everything right here. We can also enable silent mode so we do not get anything. But the keyboard clicks and the lock sound will definitely give us a small battery gain. Now, what you guys can do is turn off app tracking. So we go over into privacy and security, and here you go tracking. Now, you guys can disable allow apps to request to track, just like this. And if you disable this right here, then no app will ever ask for permission to tracking. So this is automatically denied by the iPad itself. Now, what you guys can do is hide your IP address if you're using Safari. You go to the settings here, go to the apps, and scroll down until you see Safari. Now after you see Safari, you go here and scroll down until you guys see privacy and security. Now you have the hide IP address, and here you select from trackers. And after that, the next thing what you guys can do is simply go over and enable warnings to fraudulent website and not a secure connection. Also, if you want to be careful, make sure to enable prevent cross-site tracking and require Touch ID to unlock private browsing so nobody gets here. And after that, what you guys can do is simply go and enable lockdown mode. So this is only for people who want the maximum of security. You go over to the privacy and security and scroll down until you guys see lockdown mode right here. And what it does is, you guys can see here, most message attachments are blocked and some features are unavailable. Here, incoming FaceTime calls from people you have never called are blocked, and web browsing is blocked. Photos will not have their location whenever you're sharing them, and shared albums will be removed from photos. Also, device connections, whenever your iPad is locked, then they are also blocked. For the wireless connectivity, if you're joining some unsecure networks or 2 or 3G mobile connectivity, everything's blocked. For the Apple services, you will not get any invitations. And for profiles, if you download some profiles like a DNS, it will also be blocked. So your iPad will be definitely more secure. Now, what you guys can do is go and open up the privacy and security again. Now we're gonna go here, and here we got a lot of apps like camera, Bluetooth accessories, critical messages, local network, microphone, and etc. What you guys can do is check the app permissions here, and for example, if you don't want something right here, then you can simply get rid of this. Now, of course, you guys can also change when we go to the focus, you guys can stop sharing your focus with the messages. It's also good if you don't want the people to know that you're, let's say, on do not disturb. And what you guys can do next is go over to the home screen and home screen and library. We'll get back to that later, but first, multitasking and gestures. We're gonna go over and make sure that we select Stage Manager. So this will arrange windows across multiple groups for a focused multitasking experience. So this will be like a desktop style multitasking. Now, what you guys can do is enable the option to show app library and the dock. So you need to go over, this is right here, I missed it. This is the automatically show and hide dock. We want to enable this. And we can enable everything right here if you are really keen on multitasking on your iPad. Now, you guys can also customize the control center. So we are going right here. Now, what we want to do here is hold our finger and we can add a control right here. So as you guys can see, I got no low power mode, so I'll add it, and now we can enable it and we get the confirmation right here. So we can customize our control center and we can add everything right here, everything that we want. Now, what you guys want to do next is go over into the notifications and focus. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to notifications, and I would recommend you guys using scheduled summary. So of course it might make some mistakes, but it's better to read them than actually read them all when you can just get them in one exact message. So now this is the first summary, and here we also have the summarized notifications right here. I would recommend enabling it because here we can choose, of course, the apps that we want to summarize, and of course it might make some mistakes, but it is also good and I recommend you guys using it. So instead of reading 10 messages, you only read one and you kind of get the context of what's happening. What you guys can do next is customize the focus modes. So you go over into the focus, and here you can easily change the focus. As you guys can see, for example, let's select work, and you guys can also enable intelligent breakthrough and silencing. So what it does is it will only allow priority notifications to interrupt us during work, and it will silence any other notifications. Now you guys can enable this, it's totally up to you, but here you guys can allow apps that you want to receive notifications from. So for example, whenever your boss is texting you on messages, you go over here and select messages, or if your boss simply is in your contacts, what you guys can do is add your boss right here. So for example, let's go over and add this. Now hard reset is right here, so we will be getting notifications from this. Here we got the options, here we can show them on the lock screen, and this is for silence notifications. We also got hide notification badges and everything. And what you guys can also do here is enable smart activation. So for example, we can enable this, and this will learn from whenever we're at work, and we can also select whenever we are close to some point. So we can delete the schedule. Now let's go over and add the schedule and location, and let's add the work. Let's select right here. We can also go over and Let me quickly check. Yes, this is good. Let's press it, and now while at this location. So that's great. Now what you guys can do is go over and enable the tab groups. So if you go over and if you use Safari, you go here, and here you got the tab groups. What you guys can simply do is create a new one. So here we can easily create this. We hold right here and we click move to tab group and new tab group. So for example, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now whenever we are here, we see our tab groups and we got them right here. So we can organize our work, studies, and etc. What you guys can do is go over and use passkeys instead of passwords. So this is definitely more secure. And if you go over here, let me quickly open up the Spotlight. If you go over to the passwords app, here you will have your passcode saved. So let me quickly use the Touch ID. As you guys can see, we got everything. Let's allow it to send us notifications. We got every single password here. Some of them of course are not working, but here we got all the passwords, we got all the passkeys, we got all the Wi-Fi's, security or compromised passwords, so we can see which password has been compromised. And what else can we do here is whenever we open up Safari and we use a new website, we can save the password right here. We will have it, or we can use a passkey for, let's say, Google or any other accounts. Now, what you guys can do is go over and change the True Tone plus Night Shift combo. So this will be easier on your eyes, especially at night, and this is very helpful. We're gonna go over into the settings. Now we're gonna go to display and brightness, and here we got the appearance. So this is what we're first gonna do. Here, if you want to have the light one during the day, so you set this at 7 a.m., use the custom schedule or sunset to sunrise, and it will pull this through your location. But here you guys can select it from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and after 10 p.m. your mode will change into the dark mode. What else can you guys do is go over and enable the True Tone, so it definitely fixes your brightness with the conditions that you're in, and this should definitely help you. And after that we got the night shift, so we can schedule it from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. just the same when our light ends and the dark appears. So this is a great combo. It'll be definitely easier on your eyes, and that's basically it. So these are some couple tips that are pretty good for the iPad Air 2026. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.